Hello everybody, I'm Hope and welcome to another Naruto Shippuden reaction. Today, we're going to be checking out episode 341! Hey, previously we had a touching reunion between Don and Tsunade as Don disappeared. All of the other reanimated peoples disappeared, and Madara decided, hey, I've had a trick up my sleeve this entire time, yo. Did you know that if the reanimation jutsu is released, that if you do the signs for the reanimation jutsu, you can just resend it and you can come back and be fucking Gucci. So Madara's alive now with like infinite chakra and fucking bullshit levels of strength. We're boned even more so than usual. I don't even know what to say to that. Madara needs to chill the hell out, dude. He's really scary. He's starting to get bored of the fight, and he's gonna go, like, head out to the Nine Tails, or to Naruto's location. So, honestly, things are looking great. On Naruto's side, Kakashi and Guy are fighting Tobi. Tobi decided to put the Kinkaku and Ginkaku urn into the Gedo statue, which gives the Gedo statue some Nine Tails chakra. And since he has the tentacle in there, the 8 tails, so he has a makeshift perfect Gedo statue, basically, which I didn't include in my last discussion because I didn't really think about it until like literally right after. But that's insane. And Suigetsu and Jugo showed up to Sasuke, so a lot of stuff's actually going on. I don't know what to expect with this one, but I'm pretty damn excited. Why don't we just jump into it? But before we do, if you want access to early videos, full-length ones, and any other bonus stuff, you can over my Patreon page. The link is in the description and in the bit comment down below. Thanks so much for your support, everyone. I really do appreciate it. And why don't we get started? 341, baby! Let's go. There's Anko. Yeah, I forgot about Anko. Fair point. God, I love Suigetsu. Oh, hell yeah, Orochimaru's secret porn stash. You're quite astute. The human who's all-knowing. Excuse me, who? Okay, see ya! What do you mean? He's dead! Suigetsu's like, huh? What do you mean by that? Madara's like, unless you could talk to him spiritually or something and some crazy. We could reanimate him technically, but maybe? Those are some words, Sasuke. God damn, dude. Yeah, Suigetsu's like, far from it. Yeah, the exact opposite. So they're reviving Orochimaru? I'm actually kind of like, I don't know how to feel about that. He has caused quite a... Just shut up, Suigetsu. Alright. Thanks, Jugo. Appreciate it. Okay, we're reviving Orochimaru. Oh my fuck. I don't know how I feel. That's actually kind of cool, though. A sage transformation. Revive Orochimaru, that's fucking sick. Suigetsu's so confused. I love it. Whoa, that was a long time ago, dude. This is back in the Chunin exams. Oh, he reversed the signs. No. No. No way. You gotta be shitting my dick right now. Oh my god. He's back! He's back! Orochimaru, what's up, brother? How you doing? Oh my god. Oh, dude. This is actually awesome, dude. Hello there, long time no see. Don't attack me, please. It's funny Sasuke would bring you back, but what's the purpose? What question do you have for him? No, there's a task you want. Okay. Oh. There are shrewd ways that he can come back. You know, that makes sense. Orochimaru's always been a smart motherfucker. Oh, damn! Sasuke? Stop! Get out! Leave! Orochimaru! I would... Suigetsu! Stop breaking the fourth wall! Seems that those words are really sticking with Sasuke. And that's beautiful. That is absolutely something I want and needed. Cannot believe Orochimaru's back. He's acknowledging that he has to grow up and he can't just stay ignorant of everything anymore. Fair point. What I'm supposed to be. Dude, this Sasuke character development. It's different than that. He still has his vengeance quest. As it makes sense. You make an absolutely fair point. There you go! Nice work, Sasuke! To get everything you need and make your own decision from it. Yeah, he's changed, hasn't he, Orochimaru, dude? He's thinking for himself now. Brilliant! Sasuke's character development is too underrated, bro. Are you gonna save comments? The current you isn't half bad. Yo, thanks, Orochimaru! Appreciate it. The clan? The Uchiha clan? Like where the tatami mat is and the stone tablet, maybe? I guess Sasuke and Orochimaru are just gonna go on their little adventure together. I love it. Ah, Toby, what are you doing? Watch closely. What do you mean feel it through your skin, dude? Look at the guitar flapping. No! You're... Oh! The Gedo statue the whole time was the fucking Ten Tails body. so cool. Oh, he's not bluffing. What's up, Kurama? Yep, it was in the gourd. Well, if the good thing is it's not at full power. Yo, lore time! Bitchin'! It's like, I cannot believe the Gedo statue is the body of the Ten Tails. All this time. Okay. That's actually kind of cool. I love it. That's actually so dope. He did take them as insurance just in case. What? He always, just in case. That's so cool. I can't believe we're calling back all the way back then. We must act. Yeah, we gotta defeat this guy. Kakashi. You're a man for whom a life full of regrets is fitting. Just who the hell are you anyway? Why did he just call out Kakashi like that? The end of the world. Beginning of chakra and a creator god of many nations. What the hell are those words, man? Whoa! He drank oceans! Oh! Whoa! Whoa! I'd start sweating my ass off! There's a chance. A chance. Exactly. If he was at full strength, we're fucked, but we have a slight chance here. Oh? You don't say, huh? That shot! That shot! One perfect world without war or ill feelings. Whoa! Holy God! Kurama, switch. Ka-chan. Ero Seinin. Kids love looking up to their hero. There you go. Never go back on that word. Keep running. Damn straight, Naruto. Let's go. That's my dream, you idiot. My man Killer Bee. What a fucking G. Yeah, telling us, but you like Tsunade and Samui. Individuality makes you lose sight of the truth. My words, you're still calling yourself a nobody. Whoa! Whoa! No! That ending shot, though. That ending shot. Ah! This episode, man. This episode was awesome. That was amazing. That was amazing. That was absolutely fantastic. Okay, let's get let's get cracking on with this discussion. There is a lot to talk about with episode 341 of Naruto Shippuden, and honestly, I really fail to see the problems that everyone has with the war. Like I know they're later on, like near the end and shit, but dude, there's a lot of people who consider the entire arc besides Madara shit, and I'm over here like, the pacing has been perfectly fucking great to me, and I think the storytelling has been absolutely fantastic. Everything is always connected, like Naruto has shown throughout the series. It loves its connectedness. There's so many like aha moments, so many twists, emotional moments, perfect send-offs, cathartic situations that like just mend certain like old wounds, if you will. There's a lot of cool stuff. So let's just get started with Orochimaru's return. Orochimaru's back, and I I was not expecting Orochimaru to just come back like right now, like so fast. Like it's a little bit kind of hard to grasp because Orochimaru's been gone for at least like 200 episodes, over 200 episodes. No, like 220 episodes now. Like that's all fucking. Well, Orochimaru came back like for a second during the Itachi fight, but I'm mainly talking about when he died against Sasuke. So, man, I'm actually kind of okay with Orochimaru returning. By kind of, I mean it's really cool because I think Orochimaru is one of my favorite villains in the whole series. I just love his. It's so weird how I started out absolutely thinking he was disgusting. I mean, he's still disgusting, and I hated him. But every time I see him on screen, I genuinely smile and get giddy because he's fun. Like going back and rewatching older episodes, I just have a good time whenever Orochimaru shows up. So I'm a little bit kind of surprised, but perfectly fine with Orochimaru returning. His return is a little bit murky in the sense that it does feel kind of out of nowhere. It does get explained and it does make sense, but it's definitely not like the most consistent thing of all time to where like it's like perfect. And I'm not going to deny that, but it does contextually make sense and I'm perfectly fine with it. Orochimaru as a character was always just shrewd and always had backup plans, fail safes. He was that kind of guy. He left his own chakra and his own will and so many alternative backdoors for himself in so many different situations. He was a smart guy. And to see that he gave himself a backup way to come back if one of his followers were to choose or found that research and could choose to do that. So I like the callback to the Chunin exams when Kakashi sealed the curse mark on Sasuke, to which apparently you just reverse the signs and you can pull Orochimaru's like, since Orochimaru's consciousness is in the chakra molds basically like a form of him with his consciousness, and he comes back that way. Very, very, very odd and a bit like weird, I'll admit. But I think that's a fine way of bringing him back because it brings us back to some older events. It kind of parallels how Madara was able to break have the loophole with the reanimation jutsu. So I think that was actually pretty good. Sasuke declaring that he needs something from Kabuto is a little bit, or Kabuto, from Orochimaru is pretty crazy, given that this whole time Sasuke always needed things from Orochimaru, power being one of them, but after throwing Orochimaru away once he got that power, it's kind of ironic that he'd be the one to bring him back and ask for something again. I don't know why, that's just so fitting to me. I dig it. Suigetsu just has like a little meltdown where he's trying to like convince Sasuke not to bring Orochimaru back, and Jugo's going along with it, and he just feels so alone. He's always the third wheel in a lot of situations. Poor guy, man. Poor guy. Orochimaru coming back was a good scene. Like, I love Suigetsu. Hello there, long time no see. And Orochimaru's just like, damn, the dialogue starts later than I expected. Trying to wait for the subtitle to appear. Orochimaru was like, don't bother explaining, I already understand the situation. He was able to watch everything that happened through Anko because of him placing his consciousness inside the curse mark, which it does give a little bit of a question on Kabuto bringing Anko, grabbing Anko and bringing Anko with him. I wonder if that was to have Orochimaru watch, to have him be watching the whole time. It's certainly possible. I know that a part of it was to get more of Orochimaru's like chakra to complete himself, but he already had Orochimaru's like DNA and chakra, so it could be that he brought Anko along to have Orochimaru just watch, even if Kabuto didn't know how to bring Orochimaru back. Unless I'm just forgetting, which I apologize if I am forgetting. It's been a long time since that episode, dude. It's been a long time. Let's see here. Orochimaru's like, I don't care about war, dude. It's their affair, it's not my own. And I respect that. I love Orochimaru's odd ideology. It's all over the place. Like, it's not inconsistent. It's just, it's so like wild and frantic, and there's a lot of it I can actually agree with. Like, he's like, it's not my problem, it's theirs, fuck it. He's like, I'm only interested in one thing, that delicious Uchiha body. I don't have the power to take it though, so until I do, wanna partner up, Sasuke? It's like old times, isn't it? So I'm very confused on this part. I love it when Suigetsu breaks the fourth wall and is like, I wouldn't be so sure. Sasuke gives the scroll to Orochimaru and he's like, what is your intent in meeting with them? There's too much that I don't know, so I plan to ask them everything. There's a point where Orochimaru is about to contradict himself, like with there's no need to know it all when he wants to know it all, but he was just merely speaking because Sasuke is a child, he still has time. But Sasuke immediately disagrees with this because of Itachi telling him that Sasuke's always been mature and has always been in the dark and ignorant of everything, and that has to stop. And I'm glad that Sasuke is taking a stand here to acknowledge that and realize he's not a child. He needs to know everything and make his own damn decision. His hatred for the leaf is still there, and it's stronger than it ever has been before, but he wants to know everything. He wants to know the start of the world, like how everything came to be with the villages and the Hokage. He wants to know what a clan truly means, what a village truly means, what being a leaf shinobi truly means, and he wants to hear it from somebody which I can only assume is either someone like a legendary person or someone who's dead. But in that case, that doesn't make sense because couldn't they just, well, they might not have the body. Fuck. I love Sasuke's little talk here with, well, Orochimaru first says, sorry, Sasuke, what I'm supposed to be, what I'm supposed to do. I love that. Like, Sasuke's little character development here is actually really brilliant, and I dig it a lot, because Sasuke's finally questioning things that he's never really questioned before. He's always thought of himself as an avenger, and that's still true, but he wants to know more. He needs to have all the answers before he can truly answer this question of who he's supposed to be and what he's supposed to do, because up till now it's always been kind of superficial based on what he's seen and his own feelings. He wants to get a clear picture before making that decision now, which is actual maturity, and you can actually see it within Sasuke. It's not the quest for vengeance itself, it's understanding to know everything to come to an answer. And Orochimaru's like, holy shit, he's no longer the Sasuke who was manipulated by Itachi. Or me, or Toby. Yeah, like, Orochimaru can even acknowledge that this is Sasuke at his best. He's matured and not leaning on anyone else to make his decisions for him, or pretty much wave like a piece of paper in his face, go, here you go, dummy, here you go, read it. You know, it's giving Sasuke the chance to make his own decision and come to learn the truth on his own, rather than being kind of manipulated and groomed. In an interesting fashion, Orochimaru actually takes out some of his chakra from Kabuto, which turns off the sage mode completely. But I didn't really think about this. Orochimaru actually acknowledges Kabuto here. He says, the current you isn't half bad. Orochimaru just complimented Kabuto. He just gave him some fucking respect. Nice job, Orochimaru. You can even see that my boy Kabuto is actually kind of a legend. Nice. So with that, Kabuto is left to fight out the cycle, the loop of Izanami, until he can finally overcome it. But when he comes back, he'll have been reverted, which is a good thing, I think, because him becoming something else that he's not is contradicting the truth here. So it's very poetic that Orochimaru coming back and taking that from Kabuto is there. I think that that's actually really good writing. Even if Kabuto coming back is murky, the stuff surrounding him is very good writing. There's a reason the author wanted Orochimaru to come back. Sometimes in order to do things in a story, you have to take risks, and you have to have some things that aren't perfect. As long as they help other things, both in paralleling them, both in the themes, continuing the story, and it's not done in such a awful, dumbass way, I think it's perfectly reasonable. An example of this is JoJo's Part 3. I'm pretty sure you'll know what I'm talking about if you've seen it. So Orochimaru agrees to help Sasuke, and they head out. They're gonna go somewhere. I don't know where, but they're gonna go meet people that have all the answers. And it has something to do with this forbidden scroll that has information on, I'm gonna guess it has forbidden information on reanimation jutsu, because that's one of the jutsus that Orochimaru was always studying. If that's the case, then I don't know who they would go talk to, because unless they could like somehow like talk to the Sage of the Sixth Pass. I know I'm reaching here. That'd be kind of cool though. That would be pretty cool. And he could give like Sasuke all the answers. Like that might make sense, but I'm not too sure. So the last chunk of this episode is mainly about Toby the Gedo statue, as well as Kakashi, Guy, and B. I kind of, it didn't even dawn on me that I thought he was gonna summon the perfect Gedo statue and make it absurdly strong, but no, Toby is bringing the return of Ten Tails, and that blew my mind because I can't believe that we're already here. That like over 100 episodes ago, when Toby declared war and he revealed what the Ten Tails was, it's actually coming, and he's signaling the beginning of the end. Like, dude, it's really bad, guys. Like, this is it. It's all for nothing. We lose everything if we lose. Like, it's not just death, it's being trapped in an eternal lie. In a way, I don't know how I feel about the Eternal Tsukiyomi. It's got a lot of good to it and a lot of bad, and it's up to you, I think, to decide on your own whether you think it's good or not. I'm leaning towards it being good, but I can see a lot of the bad portions of it, because who's to say that it is a happy life if it's all a lie? And if you're forbidden from ever knowing the truth, if you're stuck in this fake fairy tale wonderland, that's not living in a sense. But it could be argued that it is living, because you're fulfilling your deepest desires without pain and suffering. But there's a lot of different dynamics towards that, and I actually think that it's really well done and has a lot of depth and philosophical value if you try to argue, if you would choose to do that. I'd actually like to hear from you guys. In the comments below, tell me, would you go with the Eternal Tsukiyomi, or would you say no and stop Toby? Because I'm really on the fence about that, to be completely honest. I'd like to hear from you guys. Kurama takes over Naruto to start explaining things, and explains how the Gedo statue has Nine Tails chakra as well as Beast chakra. There's also the fact that we learned that the fucking Gedo statue is actually like the remains of the Ten Tails. That twist is brilliant, man. I love that, because we're introduced to the Gedo statue slowly in Shippuden, with the eyes, and it's so creepy, and we seal the Jinchuriki into it, and then now for it to be revealed as basically the carcass or like the shell of the Ten Tails is absolutely ridiculous. And I should have realized that actually makes perfect sense, man. It is so cool. That is awesome. Toby doesn't even know what the Ten Tails form will take, and that's scary. I love it. So Kakashi starts talking. We must act before Ten Tails fully comes back to life. And for some reason, Toby kind of gets kind of mad. His eye like gets like that kind of angered look, and he's like, Kakashi. Kakashi's like, you talking to me? You speak your mind way too easily. You're a man for whom a life full of regrets is fitting. That's Toby's speaking very strangely there. Am I thinking too weird? You're a man for whom a life full of regrets is fitting. Because Toby's acting like he knows Kakashi. Or at least knows his life story, because how would you know that this man has a life full of regrets? You could infer it. That line has really got my head spinning, I'll tell you that. Guy is like, just who the hell are you anyway? And this is just, what's the point in telling someone who can't remember face? Toby, you didn't have to do my man guy dirty like that, my brother. You didn't have to do him like that. God damn, that was awesome. There seems to be this energy between Kakashi and Toby now. It's like this frantic, almost like bad energy. It's odd. It's crazy how the Nine Tails is just like old man's Six Paths told me that the return of the Ten Tails would signify the end of the world, and we get some more lore about the Ten Tails, which is awesome. This makes me like I can't tell you how cool this lore is. He was the beginning of chakra and a creator god of many nations. We learned some of this from Toby earlier, but now it's like now that we get some more of the picture, it is so fucking awesome. Like what the Ten Tails was. I love lore. Ame no Hitotsu no Kami Datara Deidara Bachi. Those are just some of the names that he has. And there's this shot where there's like fucking like fire spanning entire entire there's it's showing like the planet, like a planet like shot from up in space kind of, and there's like these fires burning on entire like states, like no, like not even the size of a state, the size of like small countries almost. He drank oceans, split open the earth, and hoisted up mountains. He is the progenitor who is said to have created this very land. That's nutty! He has the total power of all nine-tailed beasts. Honestly, I couldn't take him on by myself and hope to win. At full power, even. That's what he's saying, and that's scary. But since he's not at full strength, we have a chance, and that's what we're banking on, because we need to stop him. But then Toby just says it doesn't matter if he's perfect, because with the come of the Ten Tails, I will put every human on this planet under a single genjutsu. And he just like goes into the sky. This shot is like, he's like the Messiah almost. It's such a cool shot. A single world that belongs to nobody. One perfect world without war or ill feelings. Only within a single collective consciousness where the individual has been cast aside. The world no longer needs hope. Because remember, to Toby, hope is meaningless. A future or famous heroes. Even if incomplete, once Ten Tails is revived, the infinite Tsukiyomi Jutsu can be achieved. Then reality will come to an end, and all that will exist will be a single unending dream that will last for all eternity. And he says that it's perfect for a nobody like himself. I love Naruto's little speech to Toby here about how kids love looking up to their hero, as he talks about Minato, Kushina, and Jiraiya Sensei. And that's why he can keep running without hesitation. I will become the greatest Hokage of them all. I love that. That's my dream, you idiot! And he's just like saying, that's my dream, not like trying to like oppose Toby's viewpoint about achieving this never-ending perfect dream. Naruto's like, fuck that shit, dude. Being the greatest Hokage of all is my dream, you idiot. We're not gonna just have like this fake lie. I'm gonna achieve this on my own and prove myself. Even if you don't want your youth to end, dreams must come to an end at some point. Guy speaks truth. Yep. Dreams must be fulfilled. Damn straight, Kakashi. Killer B talks about his dreams of big giant titties, and I'm just like, I mean, all titty sizes are nice. And remember, it's not the titty that matters. It's who they're attached to. Titty size matters, everyone. Or wait, matters? It doesn't matter. Yeah.
So the episode ends with a really cool shot of QB mode Naruto sticking a
Trying to fucking fuck the Gedo statue, or the Ten Tails husk corpse fuck with Rasengan. And okay, this episode we get so much. Orochimaru's return, Sasuke's maturity and development, freaking lore about the Ten Tails, the plot twist of the Gedo statue being the leftover remains of the Ten Tails, learning Toby is this close to achieving the perfect the Tsukiyomi, and that he doesn't even need a perfect Ten Tails to do so. How the Ten Tails was the sign of the end of the world. There's so much in this episode, and I loved every minute of it. This is amazing. And there's so much going on, and so much connectedness, and so much, like, just small things, like Orochimaru acknowledging Kabuto by telling him that he isn't half bad, or the little moments of Sasuke trying to decide for himself, and Orochimaru saying, wow, he's no longer the Sasuke I knew that was manipulated by Itachi, me, and Toby. And you have scenes where Naruto just says, fuck you to your ideology, Toby. I'm going to achieve my dream in my own way, and that's why I can't run away. Because of those heroes that you talk down about. There is a need for heroes. We're not just going to live in an eternal lie. Then we have some interesting, like, tension between Toby and Kakashi, where Toby's kind of acting really hostile towards him, and just kind of a roasted guy. You know, I think my theory is really stupid, but honestly, it would make some sort of sense if Toby was Obito, because that gives the parallel of their eyes, of Kakashi and Toby's eyes, as well as how similar their Mangekyo ability is. Toby has to be an Uchiha, so Obito is an Uchiha. Toby somehow knowing Kakashi's life being full of regrets, he's acting like he knows this for a fact without inferring upon it. And there's the fact that Toby started out kind of goofy sounding. And if you really think about it, remember how goofy and off the wall Obito was? It's kind of similar to what old Toby used to be like. But the thing, I think that this is the closest thing that does make sense. But then again, it doesn't, because Obito died. And he's not reanimated. So it's not a reanimated Obito. And it's not Shisui, because I already pointed out the flaws and plot holes in that. And it can't be anyone associated with Madara's family. It can't be, like, yeah, that's really the only thing I can think of, the only rational thing. But still, it doesn't make any sense. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if the twist is something so crazy that, like, none of my guesses were right, and that would be crazy cool. But honestly, this is the last banking idea that I have, because it would make a little bit of sense given his old personality, the paralleling shots between their eyes, the Mangekyo ability, the hostile energy between the two at the end of this episode, and Obito being an Uchiha, Toby being an Uchiha. That's the only thing that really makes sense. And since Obito was alive years and years ago, it does fit the bill with his age. The thing is, though, again, he died, so you could argue, well, what if he didn't die and survived? How? Like, what, did some random farmer, like, just fucking dig him out under the rock and nurse him back to health, and then he slit the farmer's throat, and then decided to go on this crazy fucking quest of magnitude? Like, no, that doesn't make any sense. Honestly, I don't know. but that is about as far as I can go with my thinking and what I've been trying to put together, because there's a lot of similarities there and a lot of parallels that I don't think are for nothing. And I'm hoping that maybe some of my ideas might actually allude to the correct identity for Toby, because I feel like that reveal is coming soon, because we're getting extreme foreshadowing about unmasking this dude. Like, Naruto's talked about unmasking him. Fucking Guy talked about it. He's like, just who are you? And it's pointless for me to show you for a man that doesn't remember faces. But anyway, I thought this episode was fantastic. I'm so happy to see Orochimaru back. As someone who loves Orochimaru, I thought it fit in perfectly, even if his coming back wasn't like the most like perfect way to bring him back. I thought it was well done, and it does make sense, and contextually he has a lot of importance coming back, so it's not just him coming back for the sake of coming back. He has an integral part of the plot to play. There's some underlying mysteries with who they're trying to find to give all the answers. The Ten Tails is so cool from a lore perspective. There's so much lore that I'm so excited to learn more about. And honestly, the war is easily so far for me a 10 out of 10. And I say this genuinely, I love it. I've loved every episode of the war, even if the pacing has been kind of dumb sometimes. Even if this or that, I think that all of the good shit pushes that out of the way and fucking stomps it into the ground. I love this arc. Man, I thank you so much for taking this journey on the war arc with me. If there's anything that I'm happy about doing Naruto reactions, is that while I didn't get to do the OG show or like a lot of Shippuden, I at least got to do the Pain arc, the 5 Kage Summon arc, and the war arc, which in my opinion are 3 of the top fucking arcs in the whole series. They're all brilliant. I'm so happy that I at least got to react to these. So if you stayed all the way to the end of this long ass discussion, I just want to say thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. I want to let you know that it freaking means the world to me, and it helps me out immensely. Thank you. With that being said, I hope you did enjoy, and well, if it's morning, day, evening, or night, wherever it is that you are, please stay safe out there, and be sure to take care as well. I wish you the best, and I'm excited for 342. We're almost done with this stretch of canon before filler, but there's still like 5 or 6 more cannons, which is pretty lit to me. So, with that being said, I'll see you guys later. Peace out, boys.